Hello there, this is Ben Fournier, and here's Proverbs 16, verse 6, and cognitive functions later. Alright, not gonna do all the copywritten versions so frequently, but this is just one verse, and eSword took forever to load, so I'm already here. This is on Bible Hub, which is freely available to everyone as well. NIV, through love and faithfulness, sin is atoned for. Through the fear of the Lord, evil is avoided. ASV, by mercy and truth, iniquity is atoned for, and by the fear of Jehovah, men depart from evil. Korean Study Bible, by loving devotion and faithfulness, iniquity is atoned for, and by the fear of the Lord, one turns aside from evil. By mercy and truth, iniquity, that one. By mercy and truth, iniquity is redeemed, and by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil. By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil. By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil. By mercy and truth, iniquity is atoned for, by the fear of Yahweh, men depart from evil. In kindness and truth pardoned is iniquity, and in the fear of Jehovah turn thou aside from evil. And they stopped there. Okay, well, onward to the next portion, I guess. What you wanna never be. Okay, so the socionics thing, well, I don't know. Okay, well, is it going to be NI, which would be like, insight and present observation is what I have here. Like, for just, okay, NI would be like willpower, probabilities, hypothesis, the small portion, thesis, the general portion, that sort of thing. I don't know. Intentions and possibilities, the futures of others rather than the futures of one's own kind of thing there. It could be like expert intuition, parentally. I don't know. It's not necessarily. Let's see. It's definitely not nostalgia or like the nitpickiness that SI has per se. It's more of a general statement. I'd say probably introverted intuition if it's going to be. No. This is one of those things where you could always make the thing saying it's like, oh, it's Barnum, it's, that sort of stuff. I don't know. I could see cases for INFJ. I think that's what it was for the last one that I made there too. It's, could always be probably Nathan again. That would be my guess as to the most likely advisor. That's an INFJ for Solomon's court at that time, or at least like while Solomon was growing up. I have no idea when Nathan probably passed. Well, I mean, of course he passed away. There's Enoch and Elijah weren't recorded. Were recorded as having been taken without that. Anyway, though, yeah, I'm sure a case could be made for maybe INFP too, which would be FI first and then NE. I'm thinking it's more FE though, but if I had to take a just wild guess, it's going to be INFJ again with, NI hero, FE parent. You could make cases for everything, of course. But just because you can make a case for something doesn't, and my gut instinct is probably INFJ again, even though it's difficult to explain exactly why. It seems more like that, but yeah. Here's the other translations of this if you want to go through that. Probably not, I suppose. I already did that, of course. I don't know. And for KJV stuff, or if anyone cares, it's by mercy and truth iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord men depart from evil. Of course, Jesus is the only one that salvation can be from, but This would be, the promise of Jesus is all the way back in Genesis 3. So anyone that was able to gather that kernel of the proto-evangelion, I believe, is one theological term for it. And will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. But her seed, which is all the way down to Mary, through Sarah and etc. But that's the first thing there. But we're here right now. And they had all those laws back then that helped keep them isolated somewhat and whatnot. We're here still, verse 6. But by mercy and truth, iniquity is purged. So, so far as socionics is concerned, I'm thinking INFJ. So let's just go with that. I'm not thinking the most clearly right now. I got vitamin pills that have really high chromium, so I probably need to buy cilantro, and they stopped selling cilantro at Dollar Tree, so that's a little frustrating. It's like maybe I should get cilantro seeds and see about growing that so I can actually have cilantro without having to pay $1 each time, which is no longer a thing anymore. The joy. Anyway, let's call it a day. Not like anyone's even listening to me, but thanks for anyone who does. Take care and try not to go crazy.